I am first.
You are the first child. Okay. So you have no elder brother or sister. Everyone is younger than you. This is why Papa has more expectation from you. It's sometimes a little, there are disadvantages, to be the first child. When you are the first child, there are disadvantages. Everybody expects maturity too early. They all keep saying again and again, तुम बड़े हो, तुम समझदार रहो, तुम बड़े हो, तुम समझदार रहो. अरे, who do we have here? माशूक भाई, नेक्स्ट टाइम मिठाई के साथ आना. गेस्ट ऐसे नहीं आते हमारे यहाँ. गेस्ट खाली हाथ नहीं आते हमारे यहाँ, प्लीज. ओके, यू आर नॉट ए स्टूडेंट, यू आर अ गेस्ट. You realize it? If you are a student, no problems, but you are a guest, so you must come with sweets. I never asked them to come with sweets because they are students. Maybe Mahapara was going to be a student, guest someday. But now I think she has decided to remain a student, please. There is going to be a duel. There is going to be a fight. Take the chair. Yeah. Remove this wire from here. Thank you. Yep. Come here, one of you. Come here, Inaya. People say that the firstborn child, is usually insecure but ambitious. Ambitious means, you understand. They have big ambitions. They are ambitious. They have big ambitions. I want to buy a big car. I want to buy a big house. They have big ambitions. Usually, the firstborn child. How many here are the first child here? First child Inaya, first child Mahapara, first child, yes, first child. So you are the firstborn child, the oldest, right? Yeah. Do you guys have that kind of personality? You want to achieve big things in life, right? And also a little insecure. Mummy doesn't love me as much. Papa loves him more, her more, that kind of thing. Insecure personality. Okay, we will discuss psychology with you when you improve your English a little bit. Right now, I will restrict myself and only talk about the syllabus because your English is at a very basic level right now. There was homework, wasn't there? No? I asked you to write down the interview. Oh, we were doing John Lennon text. John Lennon, grandfather, grandson conversation. Okay, yeah, we are going to do that, yeah. Okay. Sajid, where are you? Hiding. Okay. And Sahil, are you here, Sahil? Sahil is not here today. Sahil is very irregular. He comes one day, goes absent another 3 days. Okay. Let's continue with the audio first.
Unit 6, Exercise 6, Parts 1 and 2.
Grandfather, did you ever go to a pop concert?
Did I ever go to a pop
Alexa,
concert?
connect.
I went
Alexa is
to
not connected.
the pop concert.
Well, it will
What do
take
you
me a few
mean?
minutes then.
I, Terry, your grandfather, was at the Beatles concert in August
is not powered on.
1965 at Shea Stadium, New York City.
So that was a good one, was it?
That was the best concert ever.
Okay.
That was the best concert ever. That was the last line, right? Because ever, we ask this word ever in questions about things that we can do multiple times. Kabhi bhi, you know. Did you ever go to Mumbai? It means people can go to Mumbai multiple times. Did you ever go to Mumbai? Kabhi bhi, ek baar bhi, right? So did you ever enjoy school? Does it make sense? इसका सेंस बनता है? Does it make sense? Does it make sense? It doesn't make sense. Did you ever enjoy school? अगर ये बोल रहे हैं इसका मतलब है कभी भी एंजॉय किया कि नहीं स्कूल, मतलब एक दिन के लिए भी, ये वाला फीलिंग आ गया। ऐसा तो आप नहीं बोलना चाहते थे, आप बोलना चाहते थे कि स्कूल में मन लगता था कि नहीं। डिड यू एंजॉय स्कूल? ओके, तो एंजॉय स्कूल इज नॉट एन इवेंट। हाँ, आप कहते हैं कभी आपने किसी लड़की के बाल खींचे थे पीछे बचपन में स्कूल में, तो आप पूछ सकते हैं डिड यू एवर pull a girl's hair sitting behind her? Okay, boys love doing that, when they're small, teasing girls, they pull girls' hair when they sit behind them. This is common, Inaya, in your school. That's why Inaya doesn't have long hair. She doesn't want to give them a chance to pull her hair. Right, Ayat? No? Okay. So I want to know from you too, in your school, and you, Sachit, boys and girls sit on separate sides or they mix up in the class? They sit on separate sides, two different sides, or they mix up? They mix up. Which? In your class, beta? Boys are on one side, girls are on one side. They don't mix up. Okay. Bad. You're sending an indirect message to the girls and to the boys. Don't mix up. Look at them, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Again, I know some of you will not subscribe to my idea. Some of you will say, "Sahi to karte hain, alag rakhte hain." Nah, not a good idea. You create a problem and then you say, now we need a solution. And then you give a very lousy solution. Lousy means bad. A lot of boys feel very uncomfortable around girls. Why? They have never mixed up with girls. They have never had the exposure to be friends with girls. I have some class, small children. They are like there is no difference that they're boys and girls. Only one, that the boys don't hit them. The girls can do this, but boys don't do that. I stop them. I said, nah, not you. Boys have a stronger body. They can hit them hard. So I stop them. I don't allow the girls either to hit them, but sometimes, a little bit. And the environment is so good. They're small kids, 7, 8, 9, 10. Again, जिस चीज को लेकर डरते हैं ना, वो उसको अच्छे तरीके से प्रेजेंट करना होगा, डरना नहीं होगा. Otherwise, what we get is distorted mentality. No respect, attack, aggression. Okay, you don't show aggression to your family. I mean, sometimes you do, but I mean to say, when you are protective, okay, maybe I should stop. I should just stop, because I can look at the people's faces and I think I'm just wasting my time. Yeah, it's my personal opinion that small children should not be set apart. They should be allowed to mix up so that they can be comfortable with each other. Inaya, whether she sits with Sanchit, or whether she sits with him, it shouldn't make a difference to this girl. And it won't make a difference. It won't make a difference, okay? And that's what I see about you guys, But again, if you do these things suddenly when you're all grown up, it's a different feeling. It has to happen all your life. So that you don't develop a feeling of discomfort or uncomfort, like why I'm not talking to them and stuff. Okay, please come in. Achha, let's drop this topic. I'm sorry for starting this. I think I started this topic because my speaker wasn't working, Now the speaker is ready. Alexa, connect.
Now connected to desktop 05 erasure 8C.
Chalo beta, chhod do.
Okay.
Parts 1 and 2.
Just one more second. So you have listened to the grandfather-grandson conversation, right? Good.
Now connected to desktop 05 erasure 8C.
Is she having a holiday soon?
I think so. She says she might go to Spain.
2. Did you ever go to a pop
Isn't
concert?
it Emma's birthday next week?
Yes, definitely. It's on the 21st.
So she's a Capricorn.
No, I don't think so. I think she's an Aquarius.
What am I playing? Where is it playing?
3.
Do you think Anita and Paul are in love?
Definitely. They're going to get married next June in Hawaii.
Hawaii?
Okay. Children, never talk to each other in Hindi. Okay? Broken English is fine, but not in Hindi. Yeah.
Unit 6, Exercise 6, Parts 1 and 2.
Grandfather, did you ever go to a pop concert?
Did I ever go to a pop concert? I went to the pop concert.
What do you mean?
I, Terry, your grandfather, was at the Beatles concert in August 1965 at Shea Stadium, New York City.
So that was a good one, was it?
That was the best concert ever.
So that was a good one, was it? That was the best concert ever. Hello? Good afternoon. जी हाँ बिल्कुल मैं समझ रहा है कोई बात नहीं आप मुझे व्हाट्सएप कर दें ओके जी ठीक है थैंक यू So guys, the books are ready for you. These are the books for you, Ilzamam, and these are for Arsalan. And for Sadakat, your practice book tomorrow, okay?
Okay. Tell me about it.
Well, it was kind of exciting, eh?
It's kind of exciting and frightening too. I explained kinda means a little, okay? It was वो बोलते हैं ना वो पागल टाइप की है वो थोड़ी सी क्यूट टाइप की है तो शी इज kinda cute okay kinda means kind of but in casual tone we don't say kind of we say kinda casual जब ऐसे ही रगड़ के बोलते हैं ना तो kinda बोलते हैं और आराम से बोलेंगे तो kind of she's kinda cute लेकिन ज्यादातर लोग बोलेंगे she's kinda cute. रगड़ के ही बोलते रगड़ के बोलने वाले वर्ड है kinda cute. She's kinda cute. Very cute type के. He's kinda crazy. All right. सर ना थोड़ा अजीब टाइप के हैं टॉपिक निकालेंगे फिर बोलेंगे छोड़ दो sir is kinda strange. Sir is kinda strange. Sir is kinda weird. He will bring up a topic and then he will say, okay, let's not discuss it. क्या एक टॉपिक निकालेंगे, निकालना के इंग्लिश मैंने क्या बोला? Bring up. He will bring up a topic and then he will say, let's not discuss it. He's kind of weird, okay? समझ गए दोस्त? Kind of. आप ऐसे ही बातचीत किसी और के बारे में सोचो, क्यूट टाइप की है, लाल ड्रेस पहनती ना तो बड़ी अच्छी लगती है, ऐसे आगे बढ़ाते हैं। नहीं नहीं, मतलब रिलैक्स, चिल, डोंट गेट हाइपर, ओके? यही डिसएडवांटेज है बचपन में मिक्सअप ना करने का, ठीक है? थोड़ी सी बात में एकदम ये हो जाते हैं, हाइपर हो जाते हैं। रिलैक्स, मैंने एक सेंटेंस बोला था क्योंकि फॉलो अप ऐसे ही होता है ना, थोड़ी क्यूट टाइप की है, लाल ड्रेस पहनती है, बड़ी अच्छी लगती है। कैसे बोलेंगे बेटा? शी इज काइंड ऑफ क्यूट, शी इज काइंड ऑफ क्यूट, looks attractive when she is in red. She looks when she is in red, okay? When she wears red, when she wears red, when she wears, पहनती है, wears, पहनती है, याद आ रहा है कि भूल गया एकदम? She wears, when she wears red, okay? Simple. सर ना थोड़ा शॉर्ट टेम्पर टाइप के हैं, मतलब दो बार पूछ दोगे ना तो चिल्लाने लग जाएंगे, ऐसा बोलते हैं किसी के बारे में? कैसे बोलेंगे? सर इज काइंड short tempered. Sir is kind of, if you ask anything 2 times, he'll start shouting. If you ask anything, he'll start. तो ये खाली एक लाइन नहीं रहता है, उसके आगे फॉलो अप भी करना होगा आपको। प्रॉब्लम क्या है कि हम एक लाइन सिखा रहे काइंडा, तो आप आगे सोचते ही नहीं हो। हम ये नहीं कह रहे कि आपको इंग्लिश आना चाहिए, लेकिन उसके आगे क्या हिंदी आना चाहिए तो पता हो। इसको कहते हैं कॉन्टेक्स्ट क्रिएट करना, तो आप नेचुरल बोलोगे, इसलिए गलती हो गई बेटा आपसे, आप कॉपी कर दिए खाली, आप नेचुरल नहीं गए। कि हम जब बोलते हैं कभी, तो कभी से क्या बोलते हैं, जैसे क्या बोलते हैं कि तुमने कभी स्टेज पे गाना गाया है? What a lovely song it is. Which song was it, by the way? हाँ, सुरीली आँखियों वाले. What a song. You know, this song made that guy, what is his name? Rahat Fateh Ali Khan. Okay. And his father's Nusrat Fateh Ali Khan. Yeah, Rahat Fateh Ali Khan became popular after this song. This song played a big role in his career. Very, very successful song. Surili Aankhiyon Wale. I mean, he has shown his class in this song. In this song, he has shown his that he is different from other people, other singers. When look, if you are asking, वह जाता है, वह गाता है, वह खाता है kind of translation, and 10 teachers are sitting here, they will all answer, right? You will not be able to decide which teacher is. But when you ask a difficult sentence, and then which teacher explains that to you, then you, so similarly, if you give easy songs to sing, all singers are singing. But this song is such a difficult song, and then he sang it with such, class, I will say again, really great. Whenever I listen to this song, I feel like, wow, I'm in some other world, another world. I don't know whether another world exists, but it feels that way, Okay. देखो मैं अपनी बात को कैसे आगे बढ़ाता हूं। मैंने पहले बोला आई फील लाइक आई मीन अनदर वर्ल्ड, फिर मैंने कहा पता भी नहीं कि कोई वर्ड दूसरा वर्ड होता भी है, लेकिन लगता तो ऐसा ही है कि हम वहां पहुंच गए। ओके, तो बात को बढ़ाना आना चाहिए। एक लाइन बोल के अगर आप चुप हो जाते हो हिंदी में, आपको नहीं पता था आगे क्या बोलना है, तो थोड़ी देर के लिए इंग्लिश को अभी साइड अलमीरा पे रहने दो, ये सोचो कि आगे बोलना क्या है। आप में से कई लोग हिंदी में से लगातार बात नहीं कर सकते, एक के बाद एक खाली दोस्तों के साथ कर सकते बस, क्योंकि उनके सामने आपको टेंशन नहीं रहता, उल जुलूल बातें करते हैं आप। लेकिन जहां या मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम बट व्हेन यू आर आस्क्ड टू स्पीक ऑन एनी टॉपिक इवन इन हिंदी, तो 2 3 4 लाइन के बाद आप बता कंफर्टेबल नहीं हो पाते। हालांकि ये आपकी कमजोरी नहीं है, बस कहा जाए कि अगर आप थोड़ा कोशिश करोगे तो चले जाओगे। इट्स नॉट समथिंग दैट यू कैन नॉट हैव इफ यू ट्राई। गिव योरसेल्फ अ चांस टू हैव एन ओपिनियन ऑन टॉपिक्स। हर दिन अपने सोशल मीडिया पे कोई टॉपिक पे कुछ लिखो, पोस्ट मत करना, गालियां आएंगी, but just write something, an opinion on any topic. And it doesn't matter what your opinion is, people will abuse you. No. No matter what you write, some people will support you and some people will oppose you. No matter what you do. If you are on social media, your post will get some support and some opposition. Okay, yeah. Shall we continue? Where were we? Last line?
And frightening, too.
Why frightening?
Why frightening? ये तो समझिए, because
There were so many fans there.
there were so many fans there. Two theirs. There were so many fans. ढेर सारे fans थे. ढेर सारे fans थे. There. At the stadium. Second there means at the stadium. वहां 100 लोग थे. There were 100 people there. 100 लोग थे. There were 100 people. मेरे भैया थे. हो गया ना, फंसा दिया ना, दूसरे लाइन में फंसा दिया. स्विच ऑफ हो गया तुम्हारा दिमाग. गौर करी, गलत बोल गई. हाँ, मेरे भैया थे और उनके 2 दोस्त थे. And there were 2 friends of his. Okay, and there were 2 friends of his. Okay. कोई नहीं था. There was nobody. कोई नहीं था. कुछ नहीं था. There was. अब कहां बोल रहे हैं ये मैं आपकी इमेजिनेशन पे छोड़ता हूं. उसके पीछे क्या बोला गया था, उसके आगे क्या बोला गया था. अगर आप कुछ नहीं सोच सकते तो आई एम रियली सॉरी, इट विल बी अ वेरी लॉन्ग स्ट्रगल फॉर यू. अगर आप हिंदी में नहीं सोच पाते इसके पहले क्या बोला गया होगा, इसके बाद क्या बोला गया होगा, इफ यू कांट इमेजिन देन इट्स अ लॉन्ग स्ट्रगल फॉर यू. एक लाइन बोल करके हिंदी में अगर आप उसके पहले के लाइन बाद के लाइन नहीं सोच पाते, इसके पहले यही बोला गया होगा, इसके पहले ये बोला गया होगा, या जरूरी नहीं कि वही, मतलब ये भी बोला गया हो सकता है. कई लोग अलग अलग सोचेंगे, अलग अलग आंसर आएंगे, है ना. तो ये जरूरी है कि आप एक सेंटेंस सुने तो उस पर मत रुके रहे, उसके पहले उसके बाद भी इमेजिन कर सके. एंड दैट्स वेयर आई से यू नीड टू ब्रिंग योर इमेजिनेशन टू द क्लास. जब मैं कहता हूं ब्रिंग योर इमेजिनेशन, डोंट ब्रिंग नॉलेज ऑफ इंग्लिश. I'm here to give you the knowledge of English, but bring your imagination so that you can accept that knowledge. Okay, fine. Let's move on. There were so many fans there.
Over 55,000. And
Over 55,000. Over means in this situation, more than. Over means more than. Okay, over 55,000. Okay.
the noise.
And the
It was so noisy.
It was so noisy. And the noise. It was so noisy. और noise बताएं आपको, अरे कितना हल्ला हो रहा था. हल्ला, इतना हल्ला की मत पूछ, ऐसे बोलते हैं हिंदी में. And noise. Oh, it was so noisy. टोन जरा देख ले इस लाइन का, कैसे वो एकदम हिंदी जैसा टोन है बेटा.
There were so many fans there. Over 55,000. And the noise. It was so noisy.
And the noise. It was so noisy. हल्ला, अरे मत पूछो, इतना हल्ला. Okay, like that. And noise. Oh, it was so noisy.
There were so many fans there. Over 55,000. And the noise. It was so noisy.
And the noise. Oh, it was so noisy. Is this classroom noisy? Never. I don't see that. You guys are always disciplined, paying attention to what I'm saying. So it's lovely. You guys are not noisy. This class is not noisy. Yeah, but there are a couple of people, they are noisy. Who is noisy? Rudra is not looking at me. Yeah, of course you are. You keep talking to each other all the time. And when I ask, he says nothing. Nothing? Okay.
Everyone was so excited.
Everyone was so excited. Everyone was so excited.
They screamed and shouted.
They screamed and shouted. Scream, ice cream, no, scream. हालांकि गांव में लोग बोलते scream खाएंगे. All right, that's another thing. They don't say ice cream so clearly. They simply say scream balaya, scream. All right, but scream is SCREAM. There is a movie, Scream. Very, very scary film. क्या लगता है नाम सुन के क्या लगता है? It will be a romantic film or a frightening film. Scream. Frightening. Another word for frightening is scary. Frightening, scary. The same. Meaning is the same. If you say this is a very scary movie, this is a very frightening film. Okay, frightening movie, no problems. Okay, so, and the noise was so noisy. And what was the next line? Everyone was so
55,000. And the noise! It was so noisy. Everyone was so excited.
Everyone was so excited. Excited is an adjective, right? ED adjective. Everyone was excited. It means the atmosphere was exciting, right?
They screamed and shouted.
They screamed and shouted. ये ED adjective नहीं है. ये verb है. They screamed. They mean the people there, the fans there. They screamed and shouted. ये verb है. V2. यही परेशानी होती है. कई बार ED adjective रहेगा और कई बार ED verb रहेगा. कैसे पता चलेगा आपको? By the position of the word. Let me sit this way. Is this better? Okay. I hear that this is good for digestion. Sitting this way. Okay. So they screamed and shouted. Take the print. I think they have a cable. If they don't, then take the cable as well. How old is this guy? Okay, I told you already. He doesn't look 11. He's 10, 9, 10, and he's 11. We celebrated his birthday just a few months ago, 1 or 2 months ago. Okay. क्या इतना हड़बड़ी था तुमको? He's in so much a hurry now. He knows what I'm saying. Okay. So, but he's very mature and at the same time very childish. Very mature and very at the same time. Just like Adnan, who is not here. Adnan is not here today. Okay. So, they screamed, they shouted. अगर मैं कहूँ they went to the cinema, तो ये went क्या है? Obviously. So, they lived in India. Lived is a, they screamed, right? They shouted. Obviously, subject plus V2. Okay. Both the words have the same meanings. To make a noise. Scream and shout. Okay. So the audience there, the people there, the fans there screamed and shouted, and that's why it was so noisy.
There were over 2,000 policemen there.
There were over 2,000 policemen there. There were over 2,000 policemen there. Policemen. Policeman singular, plural, policemen. There were over 2,000 policemen there. Again, over means? Yep. He brought, mangoes. I think they were over 10 kilos. I think they were over 10 kilos. Means they were more than Yeah. Some people came and attacked him. I think there were over 20 people. Some people came and attacked him. I think there were over 20 people. It means more than. Any problems? Over means more than. Okay. Yeah. And you saw the sentences. Over 100 people, over 2,000 policemen. Okay. I think he earns over 10,000 rupees. I think he earns over. All right. Over means over 10,000 rupees. Over 2,000 policemen. All right. Yeah.
And when the Beatles finally appeared,
And when the Beatles finally appeared, when the Beatles finally appeared, when the Beatles finally appeared, why the word finally? Yes, because the audience were waiting, waiting, waiting. And when they finally appeared, the Beatles, the band people, okay? The Beatles is a band. And John Lennon was one of the members. Okay, Paul McCartney was another. You read about Paul McCartney? With John Lennon and Paul McCartney wrote some of the greatest songs of the 20th century, right? So, are you all right, beta? You're getting a headache or something? You're getting a headache or something? You didn't sleep very well last night because your face looks very different. Your eyes, I mean, you're not very comfortable right now. What's wrong? There must be something wrong. You are not really looking great, I think. Do you feel some discomfort? Do you have a headache or some discomfort? Are you sure? Maybe you need some water? Okay. So, where were we? We were talking about the Beatles finally appeared. Now, a new word appeared for a lot of people. It's a new word, appear. Okay. Appear means to come somewhere. All right. If God appears here, now I will say it in the second conditional. If God appeared here, what would you do? If just imagine God appeared, what did she say? Something funny. What is? पैर पकड़ लेंगे. You know, guys. Everybody, I want your answer. If God appeared, here, you would, what would you do? क्या करोगे? What would you do if God appeared here? You would ask him to join your team. English बोला. I would ask him to your cricket team or your boys team to tease girls. Then you will join his team. You would join his team. Okay. Injamamul Haq. Yeah. He would ask for a beautiful bride. He would ask for a beautiful bride. Very nice, Injamam. हालांकि ये तुम्हारा जवाब तो था नहीं. I think it is what he wants. It is what Sajid wants, right? But he is using your name just to show what he actually wants. Sajid, God से सब काम कराओगे? बिचवान वाला. Okay, guys. और अच्छा एक second. If God created a girl for you, okay, because you said, God, I want a bride. God created a girl for you. तो फिर आप क्या बन गए? God's daमाद. Because that girl would be God's daughter. He created her. And you would be the daमाद. So we would also consider you God. We would also consider you God then. फिर तो आप God के family में शामिल हो जाओगे. Don't ask for such a thing. ऐसे बात मत करो, ठीक है? इंसान रहो. Don't ask for a girl, okay? Ask for money. Okay? Guys, what would you do if God appeared in front of you? Appeared. हिंदी में क्या बोलते हैं दोस्तों? हाँ, या प्रकट हो जाए. प्रकट. हिंदी में एक वर्ड प्रकट हो गया. राइट? सही है ना? लेकिन मुझे बचपन में वर्ड रटवाया गया था. अपीयर मतलब प्रकट होना. लेकिन मैं बता रहा हूं द टीचर अपीयर्ड इन द क्लास, मतलब टीचर प्रकट हो गया है, नहीं, इसका मतलब he came into the class. Okay, all right. When the Beatles finally appeared, it means they were not on the stage and they came on the stage. That's what it means. Okay, appeared. बाकी आप लोग के जवाब तो मुझे आए नहीं. You know, what would you do? कई लोग तो एकदम, because honestly speaking, you have no idea of God. आपको बस कहा ऐसे ही कुछ है, सच में आप गॉड इमेजिन नहीं कर सकते, राइट? The creator of these billions and billions of galaxies, right? Right. आप लोग एक आदमी सोचते हो गॉड, व्हेन यू थिंक ऑफ गॉड ना, आपको लगता है दिमाग में कोई आदमी होगा, राइट? ऐसा दिमाग में आपको लगता है, हाँ, हाथ पैर जोड़ लेंगे, पकड़ लेंगे हाथ पैर पैर पकड़ लेंगे ना आप, यू नो सी, हाँ, अच्छा, इसने कहा था पैर पकड़ लेंगे, इतना गंदा काम कर रखा है तूने। ऑलराइट, ऑलराइट, पैर पकड़ लेगा भाई। Okay, so appear means, I hope you understand, to come in front of you, to come in front of you. Yeah. Suppose you're having a dream, and in your dream there is Katrina or somebody, Nora Fateh, all right? And when you open, wait. And when you open your eyes, she appeared in front of you. What would you do? Okay, understand? All right, you would go run around and ask everybody, come on, look who is in my room. Okay, all right. Or maybe you would simply ask her to marry you. Okay, so appear means clear, guys. Appear means, कितने लोगों के लिए फर्स्ट टाइम ये वर्ड आया था कान पे कि पहले ये वर्ड सुना ही नहीं थे? appear, do you know the spelling? A-P-P-E-A-R, appear. Okay, yes, exactly. Appear means clear. Okay.
The crowd went wild.
When the Beatles finally appeared on the stage, the crowd went wild. The crowd went crazy. The crowd went wild. We too? तो हमारा फ्रेज क्या सीखा ना, गो वाइल्ड. गो क्या है ना, हमें एक एक वर्ड ऐसा सिखा के छोड़ा है कि हम खाली वाइल्ड पूछना चाहते हैं, क्योंकि गो तो हमको लगता है पता है. कुछ लोग यहाँ पर ऐसे होंगे, उनको लगता है सर गो वाइल्ड, वाइल्ड मतलब सर, वो गो वाइल्ड नहीं पूछते, वो पूछते हैं वाइल्ड मतलब सर. क्यों? उनको लगता है गो मतलब तो मुझे पता है ना, वाइल्ड मतलब नहीं पता है तो वो बता दो, और मैंने वाइल्ड बता देंगे, हम बता देंगे तो दोनों को साथ में से रख के मीनिंग निकाल लेंगे. इतने मासूम है ये लर्नर्स हमारे. ऐसे दो वर्ड सामने साथ आ जाए ना, तुम दोनों की मीनिंग भी बदल जाती है. अब सुनिए, गो वाइल्ड मतलब अपना नियंत्रण खो देना. गो वाइल्ड मीन्स, अब ये कोई हिंदी ऐसे रटने की चीज नहीं, मैं समझा सकता हूं. टुडे वी आर सिविलाइज्ड पीपल, we live in society. Somebody says something to you, then you say something back to them. You know, if somebody steals money from your house, then you call 10 people and you say, hey, this person has stolen money from my house. But does this kind of thing happen in the jungle? There is only fight, love and fight. Animals mate, create babies, and they kill each other for food, right? So there was a time we lived in jungles too, and we lived like wild animals. We didn't have this knowledge of agriculture. We didn't know what family was. We just lived to eat, to produce babies, and to defend ourselves, and sometimes to fight with each other. If there was one woman and two men in the jungle, they would both want to have a baby with her, and they would fight like animals fight sometimes. Male animals fight for mating rights. Okay, so that kind of life. So that was wild or not wild? Wild means in the jungle, in the forest type. To go wild, it means you become wild. Wild means not civilized. Not civilized people, how do they behave? They don't have control of their emotions. So when you go wild, you start behaving like uncivilized. Okay, now here is a point. You can go wild because of two emotions. One, a positive emotion can also make you go wild, and a negative emotion can also make you go wild. When in movies, the hero is being beaten, and the hero, and then suddenly the villain makes one mistake. He goes and touches his sister. And then the hero suddenly goes wild. Now the tank, the guns, nothing matter. Okay, now he is a superhero. Okay, he will kill the the villain because he touched his sister. Okay, indirect message जा रहा तुम लोग को. जितने लोग देख रहे हैं सबको indirect message जा रहा है. ये तुम्हारी जिम्मेवारी है कि तुम अपनी बहन की रक्षा करो. ये indirect message जा रहा है तुम्हें. डायरेक्ट कुछ नहीं बोल रहा. तुम्हारे दिमाग को साइकोलॉजिकली तैयार किया जा रहा है कि तुम्हें बुरा लगना चाहिए अगर किसी लड़के ने तुम्हारी बहन का हाथ पकड़ा है, तो चाहे उसकी मर्जी से ही पकड़ा है तो तुमको बुरा लगना चाहिए. ये चला ही जाएगा तुम्हारे दिमाग में, और उसके बाद फिर वही हो रहा है जो हो रहा है तुम लोग के आसपास. ठीक है, आगे बढ़ते हैं. मुझे बहस नहीं करना इस बारे में, फिर से नहीं करना. तो दोस्तों, कैन यू नॉट थिंक ऑफ अ सोसाइटी कैन यू नॉट थिंक ऑफ अ सोसाइटी जहां गर्ल्स डोंट नीड प्रोटेक्शन? कैन यू थिंक ऑफ अ सोसाइटी और नॉट where girls don't need protection? Girls can be themselves. They can choose their partners. They can choose what they want to do without being guided by a male. Okay, think of that kind of society. It is possible. Okay, such societies exist today as well. Maybe not around you, but those societies exist, and those societies are very much advanced, and everybody wants to go and live in those societies. And those societies are expensive. Those societies are people have good jobs. There you don't see so many problems that you see in the third world like ours. Okay, bhukmari and dakati and rape and all. You don't see those things as often. Hote hain, but in the frequency is low. Okay. Coming back to this topic mainly, go wild. Now people can go wild because of positive emotions too. For example, your life, biggest dream was to become an IAS officer, and then you see your name on the list. You can go wild with happiness. आप हर्ट नहीं करेंगे किसी को. Maybe you will hug some strangers, right? That is also not controlling your emotion, right? So go wild with anger, go wild with happiness. I hope you understand. समझ में आ रही बातें? Go wild. So when the Beatles finally appeared on the stage, the audience, the fans went wild. They went crazy. And in movies, the hero goes wild when the villain touches his sister or his wife or his mother. Yeah. लड़कों की रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है. लड़के खुश होना, एक्स्ट्रा रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी लेके. हाँ सर, आपको नहीं मिलेगा. आपकी बहन को कोई चिढ़े आप नहीं लड़िएगा. नहीं, मैं यही सवाल आ रहा होगा कई लोग है, बड़ा लेक्चर दे रहे हैं, आप नहीं लड़िएगा, बेशरम है आप एकदम. ऐसे लोग सोचते हैं. ठीक है, मैं बोल रहा हूं कि कोई क्यों ही करे आपके साथ ऐसा. थिंक ऑफ ए सोसाइटी जहां कोई लड़का ऐसा करेगा ही क्यों. आप भी तो लड़के हो, आपने कितने लोगों का हाथ पकड़ा रास्ते में, बात खत्म हो गई. तो बाकी लड़के ऐसे क्यों हैं जो हाथ पकड़ रहे हैं? थिंक अबाउट इट. अगर उनको वैसे ही पाला पोसा जैसे आपको पाला पोसा गया है, तो वो भी नहीं छुएंगे लड़कियों को बिना मर्जी के उनके. तो फिर आपको प्रोटेक्शन करने की जरूरत पड़ेगी. तो फिर ये बारे में सोचो ना. कोई प्रॉब्लम का शॉर्टकट ढूंढते हैं हम लोग. लॉन्ग कट वाला वो है. आई मीन असीम, तूने कभी किसी को ऐसे पकड़ लिया हाथ रास्ते में? कभी करा? कभी करोगे? नहीं करोगे. सिंपल. इसलिए मैंने माशुक से पूछा नहीं था. ओके, सो या माय पॉइंट इज दैट I'm trying to say this. कभी कभी लोग समझते नहीं है कि बात क्या बोली जा रही है. ओके, अभी अग्री करते हो कि नहीं कि ऐसा हो सकता है? If there are these people who will never do this, then why not all men? तुमको लगता है नेचर से खाली ऐसा होता है? No, nature is very much the same. It's upbringing. Okay, upbringing matters so much. Okay, fine. Moving on. So when the Beatles finally appeared, the crowd went wild. They went crazy. यहाँ V2 है बेटा. अगर मैं प्रेजेंट में बोलूंगा, goes wild, goes crazy. Okay, the hero goes crazy. The hero goes wild when the villain touches his wife or sister or his girlfriend, right? Or mom. Okay.
They went crazy.
They went crazy. Okay. Any problems? No.
They climbed over each other to get
They climbed over each other to get closer.
closer.
They climbed over each other. अब यहाँ over मतलब more than हुआ क्या? They climbed over each other. They climbed over each other. मैं हाथ का gesture दे रहा हूं ताकि आप समझ सकें. They climbed over each other. They climbed over each other to get closer. Closer to the stage. Closer to the. This happens in every mela. People want to get closer to the action. You know, whether the girls are dancing, they want to go close to the stage. Whether a magician is showing, magic, they want to get close, right? So these people climbed over each other. हिंदी में बोलेंगे तो एक दूसरे के ऊपर चढ़ चढ़ के नजदीक पहुंचने की कोशिश कर रहे थे. They climbed over each other to get closer. To get closer. एक दूसरे के ऊपर चढ़ चढ़ के करीब पहुंचना. Closer to what? Closer to the stage. They wanted to get closer to the stage. Now think of this kind of behavior. There was so much craze for the Beatles. Now you understand what kind of success they had, the Beatles, what kind of fan following they had, and what kind of charisma they had, what kind of craze they had. Craze, इसी को कहते हैं ना craze. इस चीज का craze है, and लोग उस चीज को चाहते हैं, right? So they had a amazing craze, the Beatles. People climbed over each other to get closer to the stage.
It was amazing.
It was amazing. जब ऐसा देख रहा था ये, तो ये क्या फील कर रहा था दादाजी? Yeah, it was amazing. He felt, if the situation was amazing, then he felt amazed. बस ये connection रखना हमेशा. ये क्या हो रहा है यार? ये क्या हो रहा है यार? Because he said that was amazing. All right. Was he expecting this? Was he expecting this? अगर कोई चीज एक्सपेक्ट करे वही हो तो अमेजिंग बोलोगे? अमेजिंग मतलब हो रहा है आपको सरप्राइज कर देने वाला, एकदम अमेज कर देने वाला. ठीक है. मुझे लगता है वहां पर मुझे कुछ करना पड़ेगा. अब तो 3 लोग साथ नहीं बैठने चाहिए. माशूक, अफरीदी, ओके. फोकस हार्ड, बिकॉज आप तुम्हें भले ही लग रहा मजाक होगा, लेकिन मैं मजाक में कितना बढ़िया बढ़िया चीज सिखा रहा हूं आपको. इट वॉज अमेजिंग. द सिचुएशन वॉज अमेजिंग. इट मीन्स ही फेल्ट अमेज्ड. और ये होता क्या है? क्या यार? Now imagine you are sitting there and all these things happening at a stadium, okay? People are getting closer, climbing over each other. And the situation was amazing. जैसे कोई शॉट मारा, ऐसे करके मार दिया सीधे. Wow, that was amazing. It means you are feeling. ठीक है. ये कौन सी सिचुएशन में होगा? जब कुछ अनएक्सपेक्टेड हो, अनरियल हो, या नॉर्मल चीजों में? Unexpected, unreal. Okay.
What songs did they play?
Now the grandson wants to know, what songs did they play? सारे बच्चे what की हिंदी बोलेंगे. What? क्या बचपन से यही रटवाए ना. अब यहां इस क्या को लगाने की कोशिश करना. What songs did they play? है ना बेटा? है ना? तो what अगर हम नहीं भी रटेंगे तो भी ये मतलब तो निकाल ही लेंगे ना. What songs did they play? बताइए हिंदी. What songs did they play? Right? कौन कौन सा गाना उन्होंने बजाया, वहां पर प्ले किया. What songs did they play? What songs did they play? Okay. What colors do you like? Okay. Any problems? What songs did they play? अगर पूछे कौन कौन सा फिल्म देखोगे तुम छुट्टियों में? अच्छा, तुमने कौन कौन सी फिल्म देखी? छुट्टियां खत्म हो गई, कौन कौन सी फिल्म देखी तुमने? तो पास्ट टेंस पढ़े तो पास्ट टेंस में रखते हैं. What films or movies? What movies did you watch? आ गया ना? Did you watch? टिकड़ी आ गई ना? Did you watch? दिमाग में रह रहा है. What movies did you watch during the holidays or during the weekend or during the vacation? Okay. Any problems? All right. क्या क्या पकवान खाए भाई? घर गए थे तो. What dishes Did you eat when you went to village? Okay. Okay. What colors, what movies, what songs did they play?
Well, the problem was that the screaming was so loud you couldn't hear the music.
Well, the screaming was so loud, you couldn't hear the music. Please listen to this particular part.
Sir, it was amazing.
What songs did they play?
Well, the problem was that the screaming was so
The problem was that the screaming was so loud, you couldn't hear the
loud you couldn't hear the music.
You couldn't hear the music. Well, the problem was, now the grandfather is answering. When the grandsons asked, what songs did they play? Then the grandson is answering. The grandfather is answering. Well, this problem was that the screaming was so loud that you couldn't hear the music. इतना जोर का हल्ला हो रहा था ना कि गनवा सुनाइए नहीं पड़ा. Right? The problem was that the music was, no, not the music, the screaming was so loud, not the music, the screaming was so loud that you couldn't hear the music. अब यहाँ दो तीन चीजों पर ध्यान दे दो. उसने कहा the problem was, समस्या ये थी ना कि इतना हल्ला हो रहा था ना. The problem was the screaming was so loud. The screaming. अभी scream पढ़े थे ना, यहाँ screaming बोले. The screaming was so loud that you couldn't hear the music. अब आखिरी प्रॉब्लम, यू क्यों बोला दादाजी ने? ग्रैंडसन थोड़ी गया था. यू क्यों बोला? वेरी गुड साजिद. यहाँ यू मतलब वो ग्रैंडसन नहीं था. यू मतलब जो लोग वहां थे. यू couldn't hear the music. ये तरीका है इंग्लिश का. हिंदी में भी करते हैं. एक बॉलर बोल रहा है, ठीक है, इंटरव्यूअर से, देखो अगर तुम सही जगह बॉल करोगे तो विकेट मिलेंगे. तो थोड़ा रिपोर्टर जाके बॉलिंग करेगा. वो बता रहा है कि बॉलर्स अगर सही जगह बॉलिंग करेंगे, लेकिन वो हिंदी में बोलेगा अगर तुम सही जगह. मैंने जहीर खान को बोलते हुए सुना था इंटरव्यू में, देखो आपने क्या प्लान्स बनाए हैं, स्ट्रैटेजीज बनाए हैं जहीर खान? कोई स्ट्रैटेजी नहीं है. अगर तुम सही जगह बॉल करते हो तो विकेट मिलेंगे ही. ठीक है. उसने कहा कोई स्ट्रैटेजी नहीं है. अगर तुम सही जगह बॉल करोगे तो विकेट मिलेंगे. तो तुम मतलब क्या वो हो जाएगा बॉलिंग करने. तुम मीन्स द बॉलर्स हियर, राइट? बॉलर्स, पुलिसमैन नहीं ना, द बॉलर्स. तो ये यू बोलने का मतलब है यू अंडरस्टैंड हु. ओके. तो बेटा कई बार यू, और अगले बार सुनना कौन सा वर्ड आएगा यू की जगह. द प्रॉब्लम वाज दैट द स्क्रीमिंग वाज सो लाउड दैट यू कुडंट हियर द म्यूजिक. यू कुडंट. कुछ लोग कहते हैं हियर और लिसन में क्या फर्क है? यही फर्क है. उसने कहा यू कुडंट हियर द म्यूजिक. कान में पहुंच ही नहीं पाई आवाज. तो हाँ, कान में आवाज नहीं पहुंचे तो हियर, पहुंच गया तो हियर. ठीक है. और लिसन मतलब आप ध्यान दे रहे हैं. ध्यान नहीं दे रहे तो भाई लिसन. जैसे आपको ध्यान नहीं दे रहे, यू आर नॉट लिसनिंग टू मी. ठीक है. यू आर नॉट लिसनिंग टू मी. आप ध्यान दे रहे हैं, यू आर लिसनिंग टू मी. ठीक है. आपको मेरी आवाज नहीं आ रही, सर आई कांट हियर यू. ओके सर, हम सुन पा रहे हैं सर, हमको आवाज आ रहा है आपका, कोई दिक्कत नहीं. आई कैन हियर यू सर. इजी. ऑलराइट. So you couldn't hear the music because the screaming was so loud. Loud means clear?
We couldn't hear the songs very well at all.
We couldn't hear the songs very well at all. उसने कहा we. अभी पहले थोड़ी देर पहले कहा था you can't hear. You मतलब भी the people who were there. We couldn't hear the songs very well at all. We couldn't hear the songs very well at all. आपने ऑडियो स्क्रिप्ट लिख लिया है? अगर किसी ने नहीं लिखा है लापरवाही से, मैं सिर्फ यही बोल सकता हूं कि आपका मेरा रिश्ता छोटा होगा. मेरे कुछ स्टूडेंट्स के साथ मेरा रिश्ता जिंदगी भर के लिए है. वो जब तक मैं हूं मुझे याद रखेंगे, मुझसे बातें करेंगे, जब न तब साल में 2 साल में वो मैसेज करेंगे, किसी दिन मिलने आते हैं, चलता रहता है. पुराने स्टूडेंट्स. मेरी एक स्टूडेंट है करीब, अभी व्हाट्सएप पे आई हैं, वो एक टीचर बनी है कहीं, और अभी उनकी उम्र होगी, मैं बताता हूँ, 34-35. ओके नहीं, मैं गलत बोला, 40 होगी उनकी उम्र आई थिंक. अच्छा चलो 6 घटा दो तो 8, 38 37 वो होंगी. ठीक है. और वो मेरे से कब पढ़ी थी? 17 ईयर्स अगो. She was my early student, okay? One of my early students. तो मैं सिर्फ इतना बताना चाहता हूँ, नाउ शी इज अ टीचर, ओके? तो अगर आप पढ़ाई में थोड़ा ध्यान दे दोगे, ठीक है, तो मेरा और आपका रिश्ता बहुत लंबा रहेगा। क्यों? क्योंकि मैं आपके लिए वो कर दूंगा जो शायद किसी स्कूल और टीचर ने नहीं किया है, आपकी इंग्लिश बोलने की सपने को साकार। मैं वो रोल प्ले कर सकता हूँ, लेकिन अकेले नहीं, प्लीज। तो इफ यू रियली वांट दिस टू कंटिन्यू, ये मजाक 2 दिन के लिए नहीं रहना चाहिए, जिंदगी भर चले ये मजाक, तो फिर जरूरी है कि आप मेहनत करें, और तभी आपको वो समझ में आएगा हाउ मच डिफरेंस आई कैन मेक टू योर लाइफ। बिकॉज अगेन, पूरी दुनिया में बहुत लोग इंग्लिश बोलते हैं, बहुत लोग इंग्लिश सिखाते हैं, क्या उनके पास इतना पेशेंस है वो आपको इतना आराम से धीरे धीरे सिखाएं? मुझे नहीं लगता, वो नहीं कर पाएंगे। सबको चाहिए पैसा, बहुत ज्यादा पैसा, ठीक है? अब बड़े शहर में जाएंगे ना सीखने, बड़े शहर में, वहां कोर्स की फी होगी 12,000 15,000 और ड्यूरेशन होगी 3 महीने। भैया तो 3 महीने में कितना खा लोगे तुम? तुम्हारे दिमाग की क्षमता है ना, एक लिमिटेड है कि इतना खा पाएगा दिमाग, उसका थक जाएगा, कहेगा अब नहीं खाएंगे। तो ये दिमाग को खिला रहे हैं ना हम लोग, इसलिए हम थोड़ा थोड़ा दे रहे आपको, क्या थोड़ा सा आज जानकारी लीजिए, थोड़ा सा फील लीजिए, और आप लापरवाही करके चले आए। तो आई एम सॉरी, मैं अपना काम ऐसे ही करूंगा ईमानदारी से, बस आप अपना समझ लो। आई एम एक्सपेक्टिंग यू टू डू योर वर्क। टास्क वॉज टू राइट डाउन द ऑडियो स्क्रिप्ट। वो लिखते समय बहुत स्ट्रगल होता है, पता है? ये नहीं समझ में आ रहा, वो नहीं समझ में आ रहा, फिर सुनो, फिर गलत हो गया, फिर लगता है ये बोल रहा है, इतना होता है ना दोस्तों। यही है सीखने के लिए जरूरी, ये स्ट्रगल ही जरूरी है। फिर आप यहाँ आओ एंड आई विल एक्सप्लेन। अच्छा, अच्छा, इस वजह से ये सब होना मतलब सीखना, ये सब दिमाग में चलता है अच्छे स्टूडेंट्स के। ऐसे ही परेशानी होती है, फिर सोल्यूशन आता है और दिमाग ऐसे एग्जैक्टली ऐसे फील करता है, ओ तब ये ऐसे यहाँ पर, ओ, इसी को कहते हैं लर्निंग। In other words, wow moments, realizations. Coming back, what was that line? We couldn't hear the music very well at all. We couldn't hear the music very well at all. Remember couldn't? Past tense. We couldn't hear. सुन ही नहीं पाए हम लोग। We couldn't hear the music very well at all. ये हो ही नहीं पाया। We couldn't hear the music very well at all.
They only played for 30 minutes.
They only played for 30 minutes. They played. They who? The Beatles only played for 30 minutes. They only played for 30 minutes.
I think they played 12 songs,
I think they played 12 songs.
but I only heard a bit of Can't Buy Me Love.
But I only heard a bit of Can't Buy Me Love. I only heard a bit of Can't Buy Me Love. ये लाइन समझने में बहुत आसान है, लेकिन आप में से कई लोग नहीं समझ पाएंगे। है बहुत आसान, वेरी इजी, क्योंकि आपके पढ़ने पढ़ाने के तरीके अलग रहे हैं। अगर मैं समझाऊंगा तो आपका यार इतना आसान था। सुन लें जरा पीछे जाके, come on, let's listen one more time.
They only played for 30 minutes. I think they played 12 songs, but I only heard a bit of Can't Buy Me Love.
A bit of, thoda sa. Okay, there were so many dishes, but I only ate a bit of chow mein and a bit of chaat. हम बहुत सारा खाना था, लेकिन हम ना थोड़ा सा चाउमीन खाए और थोड़ा सा there were a lot of dishes, but I only ate a bit of chow mein and a bit of chaat. Okay, any problems guys? हम भूखे वापस चले आए, नो प्रॉब्लम्स। जब भी पूछो कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं, नहीं हम थोड़ा सा चाट और चाउमीन खा के चले आए, पूछ रहे प्रॉब्लम, ये बोला नहीं, पूछना चाहिए काहे नहीं खाए बाकी। Okay, all right. This person says they played 12 songs. They played, but I only heard a bit of Can't Buy Me Love
And Help.
and Help. अब समझ में आ गया क्या बोला उसने? क्या बोला था? गाना तो बजाए 12 वो लोग, आधे घंटे खाली प्ले किए थे। मतलब concert was only half an hour long. The concert was only half an hour long. They played 12 songs. And this guy, the grandfather, he only heard a bit of Can Buy Me Love. ये क्या है? Can Buy Me Love क्या है? Yes, well done. ये छोटी बात नहीं है, समझ जाना, इसी को कहते हैं समझ बढ़ना। नहीं तो कुछ कहेंगे ये तो अब सेंटेंस में कैसे जुड़ रहा है, क्या ग्रामर है, ऐसा सोचने लग जाते हैं। Can Buy Me Love is the name of the song, and he heard not the whole, he heard a bit of it. Okay, he heard a bit of this song, मतलब थोड़ा सा ये गाना. I only heard a bit of Can't Buy Me Love and Help. What is Help? Help is the name of a song. And he heard a bit of that song, not the entire song, not the whole song, only a bit of the song.
Oh, and Twist and Shout.
Oh, and Twist and Shout. And Twist and Shout. Twist and Shout.
I know those songs.
I know those songs. I know those songs. अरे हम जानते हैं. I know those songs. देखा टोन देखा? I know those songs. जैसे पुराने गाने अगर आपके सामने मेंशन करे कोई, अरे अरे हम सुने हैं सर, अरे हम सुने पापा, ऐसे. Okay, so my daughter knows a lot of old songs because I play old songs and she's there. I mean, one of our good father-daughter thing is we play old songs on YouTube, and I tell her stories of my time when I was young, when I watched those songs and many things, you know. So this is my thing with my daughter. I often listen to old songs, Dev Anand song, yeah, Dharmendra song, and yeah, I talk about those films. I talk about my time when I was young, and it's a great bonding time for me, you know. Okay, so she says now she'll say, I know this song. I know a lot of old songs because she listens with me. Okay, okay, Inaya and Ayat, do you know old songs at all? अच्छा, I'm gonna say the lines, but we have a singer here. मैं क्यों बोलूं, वो बोलेगा. अंजमाम, जरा जरा वो गाना सुना ना, तेरी गलियों में आज रुसवा होगी, मेरे महबूब कयामत होगी. 2 lines, okay? Okay, guys, listen. देखना, बताना if you have heard this song before. Yes, please. Inzamam, you know this song, right? Yeah, I think all the grown-up people know that, but I'm not sure if these small children do. So let's listen to the song. Just 2 lines, Inzamam. मेरे महबूब कयामत होगी, right? Somebody show him the lyrics on the mobile. Yeah. It's a great thing when you have an artist in the class, you know, because then you can take a break like this for 2 minutes. Thank you for being here, Inzamam. They're taking longer than I thought. What's happening? Battery is down. Why? What happened? You're an artist, man. Don't feel shy at all, okay? I hope in the future you perform on bigger stages because you're a good singer. What? Sapna? What? Sab suna dega. Sab suna. Oh, okay. Who said this line? Sab suna dega? Sajid? You mean this is not a big stage? Come on, Sajid. It is gonna go on YouTube. Why is it taking so much time? Any old song, black and white movie song. जब प्यार किया तो डरना. Have you heard this song? Do you know this song? Okay. Everybody silent for a second. मेरे महबूब कयामत होगी. Then which one? हाँ, ठीक है. Okay, okay, okay. Very nice. Yeah. Are you not going to continue? Lovely. You've got a lovely voice. Keep practicing, okay? Keep practicing. You've got a lovely voice. Now, in Ayat, Sachit, have you heard this song? Do you know this song? No? Okay, yeah. They haven't. Okay, they haven't heard this song. And you guys? You have. You know the song? No? And you guys? Did you know? Raj Lakshmi? Did you know this song? Pata tha na? Did you know this song? Okay. Yes, sir, I knew the song. शाही लोग ना ऐसे भी थोड़ा मुश्किल पाते हैं, लेकिन सीखते रहिए राजलक्ष्मी. शाइनेस खत्म हो जाएगी किसी दिन तो फिर इंग्लिश मुंह से निकलने लगेगी. मेहनत करिए घर पे, ऑडियो फाइल सुनना है. हम लोग बीच में पहुंच गए यूनिट 6 में, ठीक है? तो दिमाग में सेंटेंस बनना चाहिए बेटा, ओके? ऑडियो सुनते रहना दोस्तों. सो ही सेज, आई नो दोस सॉन्ग्स. अरे हम तो सुने हैं, हम जानते हैं सब.
Of course you do.
Of course you do. Grandfather says, हम जानवे करता होगा. सुने क्या होगा? Of course you do. Of course you do. You do means of course you know. Of course you know. ये do पढ़ा है मैंने? Yes. For example, does your father smoke? Yes, he does. Means yes, he smokes. Right? Does your father drink? No, he doesn't. Means he doesn't drink. So I know those songs. Of course you do. Okay?
You still hear them today.
You still hear them today. You still hear them today. सुनते हैं आप आज भी? You still hear them today. Still. No change. You still hear them today. What's funny, Rani? What's funny? What did he say? Come on, tell me. Don't worry, no punishment. You can, huh? What? Kenny. ये खैनी की बात कर रहा है? क्लास नीचे चला गया इसका. अरे करता तो चरस, हीरोइन, गांजा करता है. खैनी? So outdated. दीपक कलाल. देख दीपक, खैनी वानी की बात मत कर भाई, फिर हम लोग कलाल पे आ जाएंगे. Okay guys, focus. Okay, focus everybody. Back on the lesson. I have an idea. Deepak, get up. Husham, go there. Yep. You come here where Husham is. And look over और करना पड़ेगा. Some more changes. Rudra, get up. Get up, Rudra. Zamam. Yeah. We have 15 minutes. Come here, Rudra. Come close to me. अब कैसे चलेगा बताओ? अब जो बोलोगे सुनाई पड़ जाएगा. रुको, मैं 3-4 लोग के नाम बता देता हूँ. वो एक लाइन में बैठेंगे ऐसे. Okay, they will sit like this. Deepak, Rudra, Afia, और कौन है? Afridi. They will sit in one row like this. Okay, दोस्तों? Wherever one person will sit, the other person will sit behind them. Okay? And there will be 2 feet gap. How much? Yeah, I'm gonna take my chair backwards so that there is more space in the class. And another 4 people. Asim, Sajid, Mashuk. These guys are going to sit in one line too, like this. behind each other, okay? Not sitting next to each other. Everybody knows why. Okay, fine. Shall we continue now? Okay. Yeah, you two also will sit not next to each other. You talk a lot to each other. Okay, coming back. I know those songs. Of course you do. You still hear them today. You? Okay. Last example with the still, okay? So you go and meet your friend who's married, okay? And marriage took place 2-3 years ago, and he or she starts talking about a particular boy or girl, and then he say, "तुम आज भी उसको प्यार करते ना?" You still love him. You still love her, no? Okay, got it? Got it? Got it? You still hear them today. You still hear them today.
All the time.
All the time. You still hear them all the time. Hear them. जहाँ तहाँ बजता रहता है, good. Classic songs, classical, successful songs. These are, old-fashioned, what do I say? What songs? Evergreen word, okay? These are evergreen songs, Somebody is playing somewhere. Aap mat bhi play karo, you will still hear them, right?
So, how much did you pay not to hear the Beatles?
How much did you pay not to hear the Beatles? How much did you pay not to hear the Beatles? How much did you pay not to hear the Beatles? How much did you pay not to hear the Beatles? अच्छा ये joke था. How much did you pay not to hear the Beatles? Because people go to listen. लेकिन वो सुन तो पाए नहीं. तो इसलिए how much did you pay not to hear the Beatles? अच्छा गया था काहे के लिए? Why did you go? No, to listen to the Beatles. यही तो फर्क है. He went there to listen to the Beatles. लेकिन हुआ क्या? He couldn't hear the Beatles. इसीलिए उसने joke बनाया. How much did you pay not to hear the Beatles? Okay, all right.
$5 you do. You still hear them today, all the time.
So, how much did you pay not to hear the Beatles?
Did you hear the laughter? Sometimes in English, it's very necessary. If you think I'm a little funny, if I make jokes, maybe I was funny, maybe I had a sense of humor, but English has definitely helped me, because I have heard so many speakers in English who are talking about a very serious matter and still make a joke here and there. I also picked up that habit. So no matter how serious topic I'm discussing, I still have my sense of humor at work, working, and I will say something funny. Some people don't like it. Some people are rather serious. They don't like jokes, but I can't help them, no matter where I am, in front of which people, if there is something funny, I'll just say it, okay? So how much did you pay not to hear the Beatles?
$5.75.
$5.75. Okay.
I had one of the best seats.
I had one of the best seats. Me too. I had one of the best seats. अभी रुद्र क्या बोलेगा? I have one of the best seats, right, Rudra? Right in front of me. Yeah. Are you happy? Yes. Are you really happy? Yes. Okay. I put him in the wrong place. He's tall. He should be in the corner now, so that I can see you all. But I can manage. They're all peeping, so it's okay. Right. Look. I hope you guys understand me and trust me with my decisions. Do you? Whenever I do something like that, does it make you feel bad? Rudra, मन में गाली निकाल रहे क्या? हाँ? Deepak? Okay, ठीक है. इंजमाम? All right, fine. नहीं मैंने सीटें बदल दी तो थोड़ा सा लग रहा कि क्या किया मेरे साथ, So next time, I have already told you which people will not sit next to each other, because when they sit next to each other, they keep talking. All right, they have to focus on me, okay? I've told you I like when people pay attention to me. Yes. इसको आगे बैठाना है इसलिए. She will sit here. Afia, how much time do we have? 10 minutes. Come here. Beta, you better go there. You sit, sweetheart. Go there. Sit where she is sitting. Yeah. You come. Yep. अब बोलना आकर के आगे तुम. Please. Don't worry. You're fine. Yeah. No. आजा. All right. Okay. Remember. Masti is very necessary, but discipline, without discipline, masti is totally, waste of time. So don't forget, we want to keep it fun because we don't want to be bothered. Learning English can be difficult. आप लोगों ने बहुत कोशिश की, बचपन से बहुत मेहनत करा, कोशिश पैसे भी खर्च किए होंगे, टाइम भी दिया होगा, क्या ही सीख पाए? ओपन मतलब खोलना, पेपर मतलब कागज, ऐसे रट्टा मारा है. Where is the language? Right? But the first time we are working on the language skill, right? तो थोड़ा discipline तो चाहिए होगा दोस्तों. Okay?
Only $5.75?
और कनेक्शन देखना कि एक बात पे कैसे रिएक्शन आता है. Only $5.75?
That's really cheap.
That's really cheap. ये तो बहुत cheap है भाई. That's really cheap. If you remember, I taught you. Adjective के पहले very लगा लो, really लगा लो, and make it stronger. That's cheap. That's really cheap. Okay? Quite लगा लो, ठीक था. पर है ना? That's quite cheap. That's really cheap. वो तो बहुत सस्ता.
You still have all your Beatles records, don't you?
You still have all your Beatles records, don't you? आपके पास तो अभी भी Beatles के records होंगे, है ना? You still have all your Beatles records, don't you? तुम लोगों के पास अभी भी अपने बचपन का कपड़ा होगा ना? कैसे बोलेंगे? You still have, or not all में नहीं बोलूंगा, all मतलब सारे हो जाते हैं. You still have your childhood clothes, don't you? समझा है? You still have your childhood clothes, don't you? उसने कहा, you still have all your Beatles records, don't you? If you're a fan, then you don't throw things, no matter how old they become. If you are an Aishwarya Rai fan and you have her photos, even if Aishwarya is an old lady now, you will still keep those photos because you are a great fan. This is how fans are, okay? So the grandson is saying, आपके पास तो अभी भी है ना English? You still have all the Beatles records, don't you? Don't you समझ रहे? Tag, don't you?
Yep.
Y-U-P. Yup. I often use this in the text. Yup means yes. Another casual way of saying yes. Yup. You still have your childhood photos, don't you? Okay. All right. You still remember when you came here the first day, don't you? देखो मैंने क्या बोला? You still remember. You still? यहाँ remember verb है बेटा. क्योंकि you still have, you still love. कहा था ना, you still love her, don't you? तो ये love, remember, ये सब क्या है? Verb है. इसलिए मैंने कहा, you still remember your first day here, don't you?
I bought every one.
I bought everyone. I bought everyone.
I can't throw them away.
I can't throw them away. फेंकेंगे तो कभी नहीं. I can't throw them away. फेंक तो सकते हैं नहीं, हम इसे होगा नहीं हमसे फेंक दें. I can't throw them away.
But of course, now I have the CDs too.
But of course, now I have the CDs too. But of course, now I have the CDs too. अब तो CDs भी है हमारे पास. Okay. There were times when you had records, cassettes, Now those cassettes are useless in a way, but still he says, I can't throw them away. Them क्यों बोला बेटा? It क्यों नहीं बोला? He is talking about plural cassettes, records, not one cassette, one record. So he can't use it. He can't throw them away. But of course, I have CDs now too.
I remember buying my very first.
You know, I remember buying my very first. वो सोच रहा है ना? Grandfather is thinking. पहला कैसेट खरीदा था. I still remember buying my very first.
It was, I want to hold your hand.
It was, I wanna hold your hand. What was the first cassette he bought? Okay, I'll come to you. Don't worry.
Those were the days.
Those were the days. सही जगह आ गया फ्रेज. तुम हिंदी भी निकल के आ जाती है. बोलो क्या बोला उसने? हाँ, लेकिन वर्ड्स तो नहीं मैच किए ना. क्या था वर्ड इंग्लिश में? Those were the days. तो आप भी जब पास्ट की बात करना और याद करके सांस छोड़ना ऐसे. Those were the days. All right, guys. Real English. That's all I can tell you. You know, English that you will use every day. बस बार बार सुनना है. मैंने दे दिया आपको कैसेट ग्रुप में. आई हैव शेयर दी ऑडियो. अब आप पे डिपेंड करता है. आप बोर हो जाए 2 बार सुन के छोड़ दे, कभी उतना फायदा नहीं होगा. मेक इट इन 2 digits, 10, 20, 30 ऐसे सुना करो और समझ के सुना करो. यकीन मानो दोस्तों, अगर मेरे पास कोई ऐसा स्पेशल नुस्खा होता ना कि मैं दे दूं और आप सीख जाएं, तो मैं यहां नहीं होता. इसका मतलब मैं आपकी मदद कर सकता हूं. आपको काम तो करना पड़ेगा. राइट? आर यू गाइस गोइंग टू लिसन? कल एवरीबॉडी विल ब्रिंग देयर ऑडियो स्क्रिप्ट. लिख के लाएंगे A to Z. हो सकता है आपकी गलतियां होंगी थोड़ी. नो प्रॉब्लम्स. इतना करने के बाद भी हो सकता है गलती हो. हालांकि अगर आप रिकॉर्डिंग बाद में देखेंगे तो आप समझ जाएंगे कि क्या था, क्या लिखाना चाहिए था. बट प्लीज राइट डाउन योर ऑडियो स्क्रिप्ट. एवरीबॉडी, you promise that? Okay, great then. I'll see you guys tomorrow. We will practice the conversation, okay, with your audio script. No copy pasting. Listen and write. See ya. Bye-bye, guys.